Yes, guys, you know what time it is. Back again, the Irish kid, David, Ireland's number one Spurs fan. Basically, I'm just giving you my review of the City game. Look, we sent Man City on an express train back to Manchester, and to keep a clean sheet as well is fantastic. Rumor has it that the ground staff were out there on the pitch last night, and they seen the two Man City midfielders, and they were asking them what they were doing. Apparently, they said they were still looking for Ndombele. I mean, the man with a simple step over takes two of them out of the game with a great ball over the top to Sonny. And Son, as usual, cool, calm, and collected. A nice little through the legs finish on Ederson inside 5 minutes. What a start. Look, we always start fast against City. Pep Guardiola hasn't learned yet. And in these type of games, it's important that we start fast and that we get an early goal, because then it means we take control of the game. Reguilon, look, he had Mahrez and Walker in his pocket all game. There's no doubt Mourinho gave him the little, the old Sunday League team talk. Wherever he goes, you go. If he goes to the toilet, I want you to be waiting in there for him. That sort of stuff. Look, what a performance by that guy. Perfect. And then Hugo Lloris, safe hands yesterday. He done everything right. He commanded his area. He saved everything that came at him yesterday. I'm very happy with Hugo yesterday. We're moving on to Dyer. Look, this guy is a guy we've given a lot of criticism to in the past. That now I think he's earned our respect. To be honest, I said in my preview that he needed 90 minutes. We needed a big 90 minutes from him. And that's exactly what we got. No complaints. Fair play to the guy. He stepped up. What a performance. He put his body on the line. He made some crucial blocks. I can think of two on De Bruyne there. The guy was an animal out there last night. Looked possessed. And going into the next few games, I'm not too concerned about his performances, because we all know he loves a derby game. So we have Chelsea and Arsenal coming up. So you're going to see solid performances from him for the next 3 games, hopefully. Alderweireld, it's very disappointing to hear that he was injured. But look, rumour has it it's not as bad as first feared. Now, look, Jose done this with Son on the build-up to the last Chelsea game. And I just wonder, is he playing his mind games again coming up to this Chelsea game? I'd absolutely love it if he is. What a genius. We just have a couple of people in the comments there. Dan the Man saying, come on, you Spurs. And in at Nurse 17 saying, hey, how are you going, lads? Thanks very much for tuning in, and thanks for the following. Look, and I want to give big props to Aurier. Look, coming in, I know a lot of us were nervous, especially in the big games. He has mistakes in him. Look, he made 1 or 2 yesterday, but all in all, he was solid. He was sound. Defensively, he didn't make any stupid challenges. So that's perfect for him. That's all we can ask. And hopefully that gives him confidence now going into the Chelsea game if Doherty isn't back. Because if Doherty is back, I'm sure you will see Doherty. But look, the back four yesterday, it's like the North Korean border. It's closed. Lights out. There was no getting through it yesterday. Every single one of them, every single one of them were just top class. They put their bodies on the line. Now moving into midfield, Højbjerg. Everyone knows my opinion on Højbjerg. For me, he's Spurs' answer to Roy Keane. He just does a bit of everything. He gets stuck in. He's so aggressive. I love seeing him in Mahrez' face yesterday, growling at him. That's what we've missed. We haven't had players like that since Palacios. And the guy, I said it when we signed him. Not only is this guy a great defensive midfielder, but he's also very good on the ball. He's very good on the ball. And there's a couple of tackles, notably one at United where he made, and we went on and scored from his breaking up play. And this is why we need him in there instead of Winks, because when we have Winks in there, we just get overrun. Moving on to Sissoko, he divides a lot of opinion in our fan base. But look, me personally, I think the guy is very underrated. I think he does a lot of the dogged work, a lot of the nasty work side to the game that a lot of flair players don't want to do. He gets stuck in. He's energetic. He gets around. And look, Mourinho has him down to a T now. He's telling him, get around, get tackles in, be a nuisance. But when you get the ball, just give it off a simple pass. And what a performance from him yesterday. What a shift he put in. And then Ndombele, look, like I said, he sent them two Man City players for the train. They didn't know where they were. They were absolutely dizzy. What a step over. The guy is world class. Like, you need to remember, he's playing in there against three world class midfielders, and Bernardo Silva, Rodri, and Kevin De Bruyne, and he came out on top. It just goes to show how good of a player we actually have on our hands here. Look, just on the Ndombele point, a lot of us, especially me, I was willing to cash in on him because for me it just wasn't working. But look, he's turned around drastically. It's one of the best turnarounds I've ever seen in a player. The guy's world class, and I just hope we can keep seeing the best of him. He's clearly a big game player. He's 3 assists for our club now, and all 3 of them against Man City. So that just goes to prove that he is a big time player. Son yesterday, clinical as always. The guy has just as many goals now as Arsenal do in the Premier League, and Harry Kane with another assist yesterday. Look, the Son, he's world class. Not only is he valuable to Tottenham because of his talents, he's also valuable in a commercial sense. That it's the money he brings in from the Asian market. It's huge, and I'm delighted we should be tying him down to a new long-term contract. Yeah, the guy Mourinho's improved him off the ball as well. He's getting Kane to drop deeper, which allows Son to run in behind, which is what you've seen for the first goal yesterday. Look, Son's done it against City before early on. The guy just loves playing against City, and fair play to him. He was crucial yesterday. Stevie Bergwijn, he played against City on his debut, and he scored a world-class goal on his debut. It was class. Look, for me, he went missing yesterday. He wasn't great. The only thing I'll give him is he did a lot of running in behind. I don't know if any of you noticed, but I noticed that a lot of the time Kane was tracking back doing the midfield work, and Bergwijn was staying up top, and we were trying to put it in behind to use his pace to keep the City defenders guessing, which then allows Harry Kane and everything to run onto the ball, which will give them space. So I suppose in a way he done what Mourinho wanted him to do. And now we move on to the legend, Harry Class A Kane. Look, this guy is world class. He's the best number 10 in the world. Look, to sacrifice goals yesterday, to put in the midfield performance he did for us and defensive performance, at times I've seen him back in our own box defending, just shows the level of respect this guy has for Mourinho and the trust. The guy is insane. He's one of the best strikers of the ball I've ever seen. Even if you look back at his goals, he's one of these strikers that can score from outside the box. He scores inside the box. He scores headers. He scores from different angles that you wouldn't even dream of scoring from. But not only that, he can also drop deep and play passes like he did for Lo Celso's goal yesterday. A nice little passing to Lo Celso, and Lo Celso with a nice little finish. And now we're moving on to Jose Mourinho. What a masterclass. It's a typical Jose performance. Basically, like I said, he must be watching my preview, because he set them up to start fast, but not be caught out, and to try and nick an early goal. It's exactly what we done, and then we shut up shop. We at times I've seen 6 players across the back line with another 4 midfielders in front of them. It was an absolute masterclass. We gave them no space to play, and everything they tried just failed. It's absolutely perfect. I'm just going to have a look at some of the comments here, guys. I see Thomas Nation saying, David, do you want to collab with me via StreamYard? Yeah, I'd love to. If you want to send me over the link, of course, lad. That's no problem. Glenn Mick 4, he played well yesterday and he's good in the dressing room. And also thoughts on Dele. Look, my thoughts on Dele Alli is that his time at the club unfortunately has come to an end. As much memories as we all have of this guy, if we want him to stay, we're looking at it as from a sentimental point of view. For me, there's just no place in the Mourinho team for him unless he wants to adapt his game. Now, I've heard Dyer come out and tell Dele Alli he needs to pull his weight, the Jose Mourinho way. But he just doesn't seem to want to. Like, he put up a thing on social media there not so long ago saying, just before, over the international break on the run-up to these games, saying, getting back to my best, stuff like that. But look, we also have to remember the January transfer window is coming up. So, me personally, maybe you might see him in a couple of games, maybe a couple of Europa Cup games or maybe the League Cup game, purely just to put him in the market. Me personally, I would take money for him if it meant we were going to reinvest it in the likes of Marcel's and Bitzer that we've been linked to. If not, I'd like him to be loaned out for the second half of the season and call him back in the summer, and him and Mourinho can maybe sit down and try and air a few things out and see where they want to go. Because maybe if we loan them out and get them the game time, it might get him hungry again and get his passion back. So that's my thoughts on Dele Alli. Also, getting your thoughts in the comment below. Adam Phillip. Need to try and get Ndombele and Lo Celso on the pitch at the same time. Yeah, look, this is something all Spurs fans want to see. It was never going to happen yesterday in the City game as it's too attacking. Now, I agree, the likes of Brighton, West Brom and Burnley, maybe that's something Mourinho could have went with. But you could see he was trying to work on the defensive side of things coming into this period of games. But yeah, that's something you could see against the lower league teams going forward in the season. Just purely because the work Sissoko does in the midfield, it's needed against teams like City, in my opinion. But yeah, I fully agree with you. I'd love to see the three of them, Højbjerg, Ndombele, and Lo Celso all together. I think it would be very hard to beat. But it's just about finding the right run of games to try and make it work. Who do we have now? We have Leighton Evelyn. Thanks very much for your support as well. Do you think we will start with Rodon? Me personally, I think it's too soon for Rodon. But just purely because he came off the bench yesterday, I think we will play Rodon. Look, it's a big shout, it's a big call to do. But look, this is why we bought him. I suppose we're going to have to play him eventually. Don't forget, we also have Tanganga, who's back fit. We could see him because we know that Mourinho is not afraid to throw them in big games. So yeah, that look, it could be Rodon, but personally, I think it's Sanchez. But also, I'm just saying, I would not be shocked to see Tanganga thrown in there like he was against Liverpool. The guy's class. I like Tanganga. He's done nothing wrong for me. He's just been unfortunate with injuries. Thomas Nation, I hope we play Tanganga. Yeah, I'm with you as well. I'd like to see the kid get a run out. He's Tottenham through and through. For me, he could be our next Ledley King. So yeah, I'd like to see Tanganga. Basically, yeah, I'm so happy. I just wanted to do another video really to rub it into City fans. Look, I was very confident coming into this game purely because City haven't been at their attacking best this season. Yeah, look, they signed Ruben Diaz. He's improved them a bit defensively. He's a player that maybe I was calling for to come in as centre back if we weren't going to get Skriniar. But look, they're not at their best. Even something I noticed before, I seen Pep Guardiola doing an interview before the game, and he already looked irritated to me. And just looking at him, I already knew we had them bet before the game. So I'm very happy. Now, moving into the next period of games, we now have Chelsea next week. Now, guys, this one's huge. I personally, it's at Stamford Bridge, I personally would take a point because one thing Chelsea always do is they do turn up against us. They do turn up against us, to be fair, no matter what form they're in. They just love a game against Tottenham. Look, everyone knows my views on Lampard. Personally, I don't think he's going to see the end of the season at Chelsea. But tomorrow is huge. It's just the Chelsea players, especially that crop, Aspilicueta players like that, they're always up for Tottenham. Always up for it. Going back to like the Battle of the Bridge there a few years ago, where they effectively stopped us from winning the title. So I'm hoping that the players will remember that, and I'm hoping they use it as motivation. Look, we've no doubts that Harry Kane and Eric Dyer, Hugo, they'll all be pumped up for it. And Højbjerg. I just hope some of the new guys will be the likes of Reguilon, the likes of Doherty, maybe Gareth Bale as well. He could be in for a shout. And then after that, we have it's Leicester. It's Arsenal. Now, guys, everyone knows my opinion on Arsenal. I hate them. Personally, I just have a hatred for them. I've had the privilege of getting over there for a derby game. And boys, if you haven't, I strongly urge you to get over there and soak it up. I mean, it's hatred. It's not over exaggerated. It's always on tender hooks. It feels like it could kick off at any minute. But you know what made my experience is the fact that they had the chance to win it with a penalty, and Hugo with the save. Oh my God, man, we were just above the Arsenal fans, and we were absolutely pelting down stick to them. And to be honest with you, they couldn't get out of there quick enough. Yeah, look, we were in a pub beforehand having a crack. All the Spurs songs were playing. Yeah, it's great crack. So, look, I'd be raging if we lose that, but I'm confident going into the Arsenal game as well. After that, we have Leicester, which potentially, if they keep winning their games, could be another clash at the top of the table. Personally, I don't think Leicester will last. Brendan Rodgers' teams always seem to gas out at the end of the season. But again, it's another one I want to win and take 3 points from. And then we have Palace. Hopefully, that's another 3 points. And then we have Liverpool. That the game for me. If we could take 3 points from that, that'll end a crucial period. Which means we are in the title race, and then all the Spurs fans have to get on board. But look, I predicted we win yesterday. I predicted we were in a title race, and you can't doubt me. So try and doubt me now. Just back to a few more of the live comments. Thomas Nation there. Pep needs world-class players, man. They didn't replace David Silva. Yeah, I fully agree with you. David Silva was he was their creative man. He created stuff out of nothing. He was a great finisher of the ball as well. And look, Pep needs another couple of $100 million to reinvest into that team if he ever wants to achieve what he wants to with them. For me, they're a bit washed up now, and teams have worked out how to play them. So yeah, you're spot on there, Thomas Nation. We have Emily Dunn saying, "Come on, you Spurs." Hello, Emily. Alex FRW. Chelsea are a bogey team. Yeah, I fully agree with you. Like I said before, they love a game against Tottenham. No matter what form they're turn up. Look, we're playing away. We're playing down in Stamford Bridge. So personally, I take a point from it, especially with the way they play. The only thing I will say is defensively they are vulnerable. But me personally, I think we're going to need to score definitely a goal from outside the box, because they will defend. We don't seem to score too many inside the box against them. They tend to shut us out a lot of times. But look, we have Tiny End on Bad Boy. We have Gio Lo Celso. We have Harry Kane. We have Heung-min Son. We have Gareth Bale, who are all capable of a screamer on their day. So yeah, look, hopefully we just match their passion and their enthusiasm and their aggression in the game. And then personally, I think we should be fine. More comments here. Glenn MK4. Our way of form is good though, so hopefully we win. Yeah, look, especially over this lockdown period, teams tend to win more away than they do at home. So I'm hoping that is on our side. Look, Mourinho has clearly installed a bit of belief into the players, a bit of pride and passion for the jersey. Like you said, our away form is good, and we just don't want to be bet. And what I love about Mourinho is, and he even said it on the Spurs website, I urge you to go and check it out, is that he never plays for a draw. He always wants to win. He's always looking for a way to win. So yeah, look, whether it's defensive or whether it's attacking, he's looking to win. So if we do go defensive against Chelsea, he's obviously seen somewhere that we can exploit them. Maybe it's on the counter. So just look, jump on board, get on the process, and just believe. Adam Phillips, I'll take a draw at Chelsea and then smash Arsenal. Yeah, look, I'd love to smash Arsenal. Personally, I think we could be in for a big win there. Look, we all heard that David Luiz and Ceballos were fighting I heard it was that heated that Ceballos plugged in the hair straightener and started straightening David Luiz's hair. They were scratching each other. Look, and then you had Ceballos who tried to come out and say it wasn't true. But he's also been in a few rows before. So obviously everything at Arsenal isn't right. So I'm hoping that Jose Mourinho might play on that in the press conference on the build-up. But look, as soon as I'm finished, lads, I'll just get over to AFTV and wind them up, get them going for the Spurs game. Let's get it going a few weeks early. That would be class. More comments here. Thomas Nation, I want to see Battle of the Bridge 2.0, but Lampard is doing fantastic, man. Look, he's doing a good job, but it's like Solskjaer. Anytime it's talked about them maybe starting to crumble a bit, they always end up pulling results out the bag. But it's putting a full season together, lads. And Lampard's teams just don't do that. Look back at his Derby's days; they just don't do that. Whereas Jose Mourinho's teams do. Look, for me, Chelsea still have a long way to go. They're relying on a lot of inexperienced players in there. So yeah, look, that's my thoughts on Lampard. Leighton Evelyn, I fancy us to outscore them this time. Yeah, look, I share your optimism. I'd love it to happen. Hopefully we can get Son in behind and test Thiago Silva's legs. Personally, that's an area I think we can exploit if we try and get the ball around the sides of him, and maybe whoever's Son off the left, and maybe whoever's on the right, cutting in behind and trying to exploit the pace and the gaps in behind and Thiago Silva's pace. Personally, that's where I think the game will be won. But like I said, personally, it is going to take a strike from outside the box to maybe get us over the line of this game. Thomas Nation, Rodgers is tactically a good coach too. Yeah, look, he's tactically a very good coach. But if you just, apart from Celtic, looks that's a one-horse league now. Well, not now that Rangers are backing it, but it was over his time. You look at back to when he managed Liverpool. Even the time he had Swansea, he had them up there around the UEFA Cup places, and they just fall up. They just gas out at the end of the season because they put so much in the early games to try and get ahead. But they just gas out at the end of the season, and that's just Brendan Rodgers' teams for you, unfortunately. We have Thomas Glenn NK4. Lol, doubt me now. I always think of McGregor when I hear that saying. Look, a lot of people doubt McGregor. He got to the top of the game. Why can't I? Thomas Nation, I wish fans were in Stamford Bridge. Thiago Silva is back for that game, as well as it's Chelsea's greatest manager up against greatest player. Yeah, look, Lampard tries to play the Mourinho mind games in the press. Obviously, he's influenced by Mourinho. But the guy just needs to go his own way and stop trying to copycat Mourinho, in my opinion. Look, Mourinho is one of the most decorated managers in the game. I was listening to a bit of the AFTV pre-match show there, and they were discussing Arteta and Mourinho. And they were saying, oh, well, if you look at the period in charge, Mourinho has, the games they've won and drawn and all are similar. Yeah, but look where we are in the league compared to where they are. Do you know what I mean? We're top of the league. They're literally over there debating about who's going to about finishing 8th this season. They're no better than Burnley. Look, Mourinho is one of the best managers in the world in world football at the minute, outside of Klopp and outside of Guardiola. I don't think some of you fans know how lucky we are to have him personally. The guy's a proven winner. Look at the dramatic turnaround he's brought in. Look, we could have bought in anyone else, and we wouldn't be sitting here top of the league right now thinking we have a chance to win the league. We really wouldn't. Only the special one can come to Tottenham and do that. So, look, again, it's back to the Chelsea game. We're going. I'll take a point. Like I said, they do turn up before. Oscar Bell, I think we have a really good chance against Chelsea. And remember, we've already played Chelsea this season with our B team, and we were the better team. Yeah, look, I was on Charlie THFC earlier on. Big up Charlie, puts out great content. And I was talking about that game. I was saying that, look, that game was thrown in between a Premier League game on a Sunday and a UEFA Cup game on a Thursday. And we played them on a Tuesday. And look, it may have took penalties, but we got the job done. We already got the better of them, like you said, with our B team. So there's no reason why we can't beat them again this week. We have Ludogorets at home on Thursday. I think you are going to see a mixed match team there, to be honest with you, and we will be saving our best 11 for Chelsea. But yeah, look, I'm optimistic. The only thing that, like I said before, is they do turn up and they do love a game against Tottenham. Adam Phillip, I predict the way Arsenal game is where Bale will truly announce himself. Yeah, look, you could be right. At the end of the day, this is the club where he made his name. He's going to be itching to play in that game. And I'm just hoping we can see him cut off the right with a left foot strike and absolute rocking into the top corner. Because look, make no, he's played in a lot of these games. He knows what's at stake. He knows the intensity he needs to be at. So me personally, I think Mourinho is maybe holding him back for a good stint over these games. So look, only time will tell. Leighton Evelyn, for the second time in my life, I believe we are going to win the title. First time was the year Leicester won it. Yeah, look, we came third in a 2-horse race. That's the joke going around. I accept that. Look, I was gutted that year. I really thought that was the year that all of our pain and our hurt would end. But it wasn't to be. But maybe that's because Poch lacked the experience and he also lacked the guile, in my opinion, to maybe drop a few players or maybe switch things up when it wasn't working. But we have the special one now, the chosen one, Jose Mourinho. He has the experience in multiple countries getting over the line, winning the leagues, and breaking other teams' dominance. And I truly believe this is what's going to happen this year. I know a lot of people are going to call me deluded, a lot of rival fans. But look, until we're mathematically possible out of winning the title, I'll always believe we can win it. Even coming into a season when we have a bad team, I'll still always believe we can win it until we're mathematically possible out of it. And then when we're out of it, I always aim for the best season we can have after that. So I hope a lot of you share my optimism and get on the bandwagon, because all I'm trying to do is just make you enjoy it even that bit longer than what you will coming towards the end of the season, and then looking back on it in time and saying, man, I wish I enjoyed that from the start. Aspect FPS, yo bro, this is the season, lads. Spurs going to bring it home. Yeah, I completely agree. I'm really optimistic this year. What can I say? I've already said enough on that. We've the special one in charge. We've the best striker in the world. We've one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. We've probably the best left back in the world. Look, everything's pointing in the right direction. Europa League wise, we're in the quarterfinals of the League Cup with Stoke, and we're top of the league, baby. So all signs are pointing in one way, isn't it? Oscar Bell, laughing my ass off. If we had Josie in that 2015-16 season, we would in the league. Yeah, no doubts about it. I fully agree with you. Like I said, sometimes under Pochettino, just the mentality was questioned. Personally, look, all the niceties he done for the club, and he came out. He always defended the players in the press, and he always defended leaving the press. But at the end of the day, look where it got him. Sometimes you just need to be ruthless. Sometimes you just have to be ruthless, and you have to do what Jose does sometimes and call the board out and get them to act, which is what Pochettino failed to do, especially them 2 windows where we didn't sign anyone. If he would have stuck his neck out in the line and we signed anyone, look, we might have got over the line, but it didn't happen. But you see the winning mentality that Mourinho has bought. So yeah, I honestly think we could do it this year, lads, especially the way the league is panning out. It's panning out in our favour. So come on, you Spurs. Leighton Evelyn, can we imagine a treble? Look, that's even more positive than what I am, but I admire it. Look, Europa League, there's no reason why we can't go all the way. I've stated that on previous shows before, like on We Are Tottenham TV with Ben and Sim. A lot of you know, look, you know who they are. They're the pinnacle of the Tottenham fan shows. I've stated it before, that I honestly believe we are in for a long season in Europa League. I said it last season, even before last season, before we qualified for it, really, that look, I want to qualify for it because I believe we can personally win it this season, and it's another route back into the Champions League. Look, the League Cup, yeah, that could be in our favour. It's a one-legged semi-final, and that's perfect for us. Because over 2 legs, look, uh, 2 legs, especially if we're with league games and that in between, it's a bit much for us to be taking on. But yeah, so look, the League Cup, I think we will do Stoke, even though they have the old Northern Ireland manager who knows how to get results against big teams. So he will have them set up properly. So make no doubts about that. But it is a team we should be beating at the end of the day. We are Tottenham Hotspurs. So look, it's a team. It's a team we should be beating, and they shouldn't be able to lace up half our players' boots. But on the day, you never know. And then it depends who we get in the semi-final. And then once we get into the final, look, anything can happen. And then, like I said, the Premier League. So do you know what, man? Leighton, you could be right. You actually could be right. I'm loving the optimism. So keep it up. Thomas Nation, do you think Pep signed a new contract because he'll get Haaland and Messi in a war? No, personally, the reason why I think Pep signed a new contract is because a lot of players stopped running for him, stopped playing, stopped putting in the performances they were doing. I reckon it was a contract that will get him through to the end of the year, and maybe in a process, kind of psychologically, bulk up the players' ideas, thinking he's there for a further 2 years. Depending on how he does this season, he might not be. But look, your signings there, Haaland. Yeah, look, anyone could tempt him away from Dortmund. To me, that's only temporary for that guy. That guy's a world-class player. He deserves to be at the best clubs. Personally, it's one I'd love Tottenham to go and get. I'd love to splash out the money now because that's a player you're going to have there for the next 10 years. So even when Harry does get older, we've already a replacement there for him. Messi and Noir. Look, Messi's not a bad shout, actually, because, look, there's a lot of problems at Barcelona with him at the minute. That's not a bad shout. That's one that could happen. Uar, yeah, look, if they get him, I'd love it because they're absolutely sick in Arsenal fans. They're all over there, dancing over there during the window. Oh, yeah, Uar's coming, Uar's coming. Look, that's custard pie on their face. Personally, I don't know too much about the guy. I haven't seen too much about him. But yeah, look, back onto the reason why he signed the contract. I think it's maybe to get more out of the players this season. And at the end of the season, he's going to decide what his job is because you never know. Could end up back at Barcelona. You just don't know. Aspect FPS. I love Poch. I miss him, but I agree. His time was over. Look, I've stated before, I absolutely love Pochettino. The memories that guy gave me, some of the big games I was able to sit down and watch with the Oulad, some of the semi-finals, there was a League Cup final there. There was the Champions League final. Look, I'll always be forever grateful and indebted to the man. And look, he really did give us exciting times, exciting football to watch. But look, after the Champions League final, it was done. His cycle was over. And especially when he came out and made that comment, you should call me coach instead of manager. Look, I honestly think Levy knew his time was up as well because he just really wasn't ready to invest in round two and another rebuild on the Poch because we were constantly building for 5 years, but when were we ever going to get there? You know, get over the line. Look, I'll also admit he got the best out of a lot of players like Danny Rose, Trippier. You know, through different man management sort of way. But at the end of the day, they're guys that, like, if you need to be constantly revved up and backed up in the press, it's weak mentality. Whereas you look at the players that Marino's bought in, Doherty, nothing phases this guy, he's stone cold. And same as Højbjerg, stone cold, nothing phases this guy, he's an absolute animal. He's so aggressive, I love it. And look, that's what we're missing. That's what we were missing underneath Poch. And again, like I said before, failing to call out Daniel Levy for a bit of transfer money was his biggest mistake. Was his absolute biggest mistake. And yeah, that's why we have Jose in the door now. I'd love to hear you on the Jose train. Just put your comments in and let me know. Elliot Walsh, good luck with the new channel. David, yeah, look, thanks very much, man, and thanks very much for the support. Look, I'm just starting out. I know some of the videos may not be the best quality and stuff, but I urge you to stick with me because I do have some good ideas and some good shows coming further down the line once I get used to the technology. I just want to say thanks very much, everyone, for the love and the support. 80 subscribers in 24 hours of the channel being launched is absolutely superb. And even everyone getting in here on the live stream comments. I was just going to do a stream. I honestly didn't think people would engage. So honestly, much love and respect to everybody, and I really do appreciate it. If you could just keep liking my videos and watching them and putting your comments in below, because I'm very happy to engage with people. I just love talking about Tottenham. I love this club. I love it with a passion, man. Those who know me just honestly know it's all I talk about. It's all I banter about. So yeah, thanks very much for the love and the support, guys. I really do appreciate it. Adam Phillip, Ndombele is the first name on the sheet for a cold night and stop. Oh yeah, 100% agree with you. I want this guy fit for that game. Same as Lo Celso. It's just something with these Argentinian players that we bring in. It's just their guile, their aggression, their work rate. They're willing to harry for the ball and make an absolute nuisance of themselves. The only thing with Ndombele is if he just could learn when to pass the ball at the right time, the guy would be a quality player. There wouldn't be many out there with attributes like him, especially with his work rate and everything else. But yeah, I fully agree with you. He's a player we need out there. Thomas Nation, do you think Solskjaer and Arteta are out of their depth? Fully agree with you there. Yeah, completely out of their depth. I posted in some comments on the FTV live watch along, basically just to start them up and just have a bit of a laugh, you know, because it's great crack to me. I've nothing else better to be doing, so it's fantastic. They provide a lot of entertainment for me. Some of the delusions of grandeur is part. I just sit here laughing at them. But yeah, look, I put in a comment basically saying, Jose, would you have rather Jose Mourinho, one of the most decorated managers of all time, or Pep Guardiola's side man? And the reason why they didn't put it up on their chat and didn't answer me is purely because they know I was right. They know I'm right, like, and they're refusing to answer it purely because they know. Like, I put it up there in big bold capital letters, so there's no way they missed it. They're fully out of their depth. Look, the Solskjaer thing at United, it comes back down to me with Pochettino or Jose Mourinho. Everyone was saying he was finished. He was past his best at the time. And basically, looking back on it now, even a lot of United fans saying he got the best out of the players in the squad that's there at the time, and it's the players. That's the problem at United, in my opinion, is the players. And the sooner they get rid of Paul Pogba, the better. Because for me, I can only just go off what I see, and I just think his attitude is poor, and he struggles to get up for the little games. Yeah, fair enough. He always turns up in the big games with some performances, but for me, he's a major problem at United. So yeah, to answer your question, yeah, they're big time out of their depth. This is the Premier League. This is not League Two, and they have to learn to mix it with the big boys, and I think they're going to fail. Charlie THFC, yes, Charlie, absolutely love it. Thanks for the support, man. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate the platform you've given me on your channel as well. Just to come on and have my say, and I'm glad you like what I have to say. I think your content is amazing. I like the points you come up with as well. So yeah, keep it up, man. Leighton Evelyn, I have never seen a more determined Spurs squad in all my years supporting them. Yeah, look, as far back to me as the squad we had under Harry Redknapp, they were a determined bunch as well, especially the Champions League with the likes of beating Inter Milan and stuff like that. The only thing that probably stopped us from going a bit further that year was having Adebayor up front against Real Madrid. But yeah, look, the drive that Højbjerg has, that Kane has, Dyer has, Toby Alderweireld has to get back to his best for another round under Jose. Yeah, it's personally one of the best squads I've seen in a long time since supporting Tottenham. Like I say, going back to the Harry Redknapp days where we had a good squad, good strength and depth, and some good determined players. And for me, just to hear them come out and talk and the way they're talking about wanting to win and asking other players to get behind Jose and pull in the direction, like even listening to Sami Khedira there during the week on Sky Sports, saying that he'd love to play under Jose again, and that a lot of their talks about Jose Mourinho being defensive is not true. So yeah, look, we won the best squads I've seen at Tottenham in a long time. And Mourinho in the transfer market identified the weaknesses and the problems in our squad, and he brought the players in. So yeah, look, everything's pointing in the right direction. So just keep up the optimism. Charlie THFC, loving your new channel. Thanks very much, man. Like I said, once I get used to more of the technology and stuff like that, my videos will be a bit better quality. And so I just urge you to stick with me. So thanks very much for the support again. Leighton Evelyn, that Alex guy, that Alex dude walks around with a cloud over his head. Yeah, look, a lot of things with me and Alex. Look, it's personally on my end, it's banter. I love winding him up in the background on the Spurs fan show, just pointing at the crest and giving it a kiss. But believe it or not, actually, guys, he is actually a Spurs fan and does go to the ground regularly. The way our Tottenham TV boys said they've seen him there, so you can't argue with him. Look, I suppose in a way he loves the club just as much as we do. Me personally, I think he's just hurt over previous failures of the club and being let down all the time, and he's just struggling to get on board and believe. But look, maybe if I can get a video going with him on here, you know, and all he play nice, maybe banter him in a nice way, we could maybe turn him and get him to believe. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Would you like to see me bring Alex on for a show? Because personally, I'd like to hear what he has to say. Like, to me, he does actually have good knowledge of the club. But look, maybe I could hear what he has to say, and he can hear what I have to say, and some of us might understand him where he's coming from a bit better. But that we'll wait and see. But let me know if you're interested. I can try and get Alex on. Adam Phillips, supported Spurs since '89, and this is the most complete squad we had. Yeah, me personally, I'm a '90s kid. I've been supporting them since '91. I'd say 1990 because I'd definitely be supporting them since I came out my mother's womb. But yeah, look, I can only feel your pain and the hurt we've suffered over the years, and some of the letdown we've had. And like you said, yeah, it's one of the most complete squads we've had in a long time. And like I said, everything points in the one direction, especially with the world class manager we have. I'd actually like to. I'd be interested to hear personally, apart from this squad now, what was the best squad you've seen over the years since you've been supporting the club since '89 or '89? We have a comment here from Thomas Nation. Check Lee Gunnar out. He's actually an undiluted Arsenal fan. He is realistic. He calls it tapas pulis lol, and he's quite sad they didn't get Jose. Yeah, look, I obviously I first started, believe it or not, I'm going to give you a revelation here. First I started watching of fan shows on YouTube was actually AFTV because the likes of TY, DT, Troops, Claude, they all cracked me up, to be honest. And every time they lost, it used to give me a great comedy show for the hour in the evenings. And yeah, look, like I give props to Lee Gunnar. Yeah, he's not actually as deluded as some of the rest of them over there. Like TY, look, the man's a walking club shop. He from headphones down to socks, the guy's wearing Arsenal gear. But look, after the Villa game, I actually think a lot of the Arsenal fans woke up and realised that they are shit now, and that they're just going to have to suffer. DT is definitely aware of that fact. Like you hear him saying, trust the process. Does he truly believe in the process himself? I don't think so. Another loss today could really upset him. And yeah, look, I urge you to get over there and check it out and give them stick, like I always do, because it's good fun. It's good fun if you have nothing better to do for a Sunday evening. Yeah, why not? I'll definitely see you on there after my stream. Marcelo, Tottenham fans needs to back this squad. I hate people with this negativity. Why support the club? Yes, Marcelo. This guy is an unbelievable hype man. He gets me hyped every time listening to him on We Are Tottenham TV. He's one of the best over there. I urge us to get over there and check it out. And anytime he's on, give him comments. Marcelo, you're a guy I'd also like to have on the channel. have a chat with sometime. So let me know what you think about that. But yeah, I fully agree with you. We need to get behind the squad. Look, as a Spurs fan base on the negativity, look, there's a certain portion out there that are topsy turvy. When we're winning, they're loving us. When they're losing, they're getting angry, saying Jose out. But look, again, that's just due down to the hurt and the failures of the team over the last few years. So I can get it, but like I said before, I just want to get people on the Jose train. I really do, because you're going to regret it when we do win something. So yeah, look, thanks very much, Marcelo, bro, for the support. I really do love it. Thank you. Leighton Evelyn, yeah, get him on. We will change him. Yeah, fully agree with you, lad. Loving the optimism. Look, sometimes lepers don't change their spots, but we'll wait and see. Adam Phillip, I still haven't recovered from a broken heart over Poch. Look, all I can say to you is he gave us great times, but you need to get on the Jose train. You really do. He's our manager. Poch's days are done. He's going to move on as well. So, look, the Champions League final broke my heart. I was so upset after. I couldn't talk. I was so angry. I was in mourning for a few days after. But look, I strongly urge you to please get on the Jose train if you're not. I'll take a few more comments here, guys. At the aspect FPS, at the start of the season, I wasn't sure what we would be like because we had no creative midfielder. But then we bought Højbjerg, and I'm not going to lie, he's amazing. Yeah, look, as soon as we signed him, I was giving my opinions over on some other channels about this guy. For me, he was a crucial signing. He's a great defensive midfielder. The guy's world class at what he does. He's constantly in the right position. He reads the game very well, and he gets stuck in. And a lot of the times when Winks plays beside him, you can see him getting a night because he's to do the work for two, which he's well capable of doing. And a lot of fans were hyped about the signing. But a lot of them were calling maybe for a more attack-minded player to come in. But I was also saying, like, look, this guy's from the Bayern Munich academy. He's brought up. He eats, breathes, and sleeps how to play football, and he definitely knows how to play football. Look, when this guy scores, I hope it's in front of a full stadium because the whole stadium's going to erupt. Everyone loves this guy and can see the job he does. So yeah, big up Højbjerg and big up Levy for getting the deal over the line and getting him in. Thomas Nation, David Harris, if you had time to collab with Lee Gunner. Yeah, look, I'd love to get one of them on here just purely so I can banter with them and have a laugh and hopefully provide a good show. Look, I'm sure they're going to have plenty of things to say to us. They do have a good, funny few jokes about us. But yeah, it'd be great, especially before the Arsenal game. I'd love something like that. But look, we'll wait and see. Success doesn't happen overnight. Look, these guys probably don't even know who I am, you know. But look, we'll let them know today, won't we? Oscar Bell, before the Toby injury, I didn't think we were going to get a centre back in January, but now with this long-term Toby injury, who would you really get a centre back? Look, I think regardless of the injury, we were going to sign a centre back anyway. Inter Milan are constantly trying to revive our interest in Skriniar in the press. So does that mean that maybe we walked away and they're putting things in the press to maybe get Daniel Levy back to the board, the table for talks? I don't know. If not Skriniar, one I'd love to go and get is Dejan Upamecano from RB Leipzig. There's a 42 or 48 million release clause. But maybe we could give Sanchez as part of the deal. That would be fantastic in my eyes because Sanchez, I just don't think is going to make it at Tottenham. He's had his chance. He's been back up for a couple of seasons now, and when he's had his chance, he hasn't really took it with both hands. So either of them, basically, Milan Skriniar or Dejan Upamecano. Let me know your thoughts. Marcelo, who doesn't watch AFTV? It's free entertainment. Yeah, I fully agree with you. Sometimes I bring the missus down to the shop. We get a bit of popcorn. You know, I tell her to pick up a bottle of wine, come back, sit down on the couch. And I basically turn around and says, "You ready for comedy?" And I put on AFTV. She loves it just as much as I do. It's comedy gold. And look, every time they lose, I'm sure we all look forward to get over there and have a laugh. yo, in at nurse 17 saying, yo, yeah, big up, this guy, he's a true fan. He does be on We Are Tottenham TV, giving me praise as well. So thanks very much for your support. Thomas Nation, what is the process, lad? I presume you're talking about me saying about DT saying trust the process with Arteta. I don't see what the process is. They were just hyped purely because they thought he was basically the new Guardiola coming in, and it turns out he's not. He's more defensive than what they ever thought he'd be. So I don't know what process they're on about. Like I said, they're deluded. They're deluded over there. Tot 943, the mug. Yes, Claude left. He had to. Yeah, I get that. But look, I think some people. Look, it is what it is. Oscar Bell. Oh yeah, I've already read that one out. Marcelo, the process is relegation. Yeah, look, they could be in serious trouble this year. I really hope they are. But look, every time they lose, it's just fantastic. Maybe not relegation this season, but over the years, they're certainly declining and they're going that way. Look, this is a club that absolutely hated, and then he called them out and then he sideways, loaned them out. He's gone back in, he's played a couple of games, and they're calling for him to get a new contract. Like I said, it's delusions of grandeur. You bought in Thomas Partey. Best signing of the transfer window. Get up out of that. We bought Gareth Bale back, 3-time Champions League winner. You know what I mean? They constantly try to steal our limelight. And to be honest with you, it's irritating them now that they can't have it, now that we're fully in control in North London. So come on, you Spurs. Dave the Gun. What are we thinking for Liverpool v Leicester today? Not sure who I want to win more. To be honest with you, man, I've said I'd love this game to end in a draw. It'd be perfect. It'd be perfect for Tottenham. It means we still stay top of the league. But if it comes down to it, I'd love Liverpool to lose because they're the ones that are more likely to me that are going to get a solid run going. Injuries or not, Klopp just seems to get the best out of the players, and they're the ones that we're trying to knock off the perch. So if it came down to it, I would prefer Leicester to win personally, because I think Brendan Rodgers' teams run out of steam towards the end of the season. But a draw would be a perfect scenario so that we can stay top of the league. Thomas Nation, do you rate Grealish? Yes, he is a player I rate very highly. Looking at him, the guy's just a baller. He's a generational talent. He's very intelligent on the ball. He's very hard to tackle. He's very hard to read. And he's just a nuisance. Looking at him for Aston Villa, he can run games, he can control games. He absolutely destroyed Arsenal. He sent, what's that Spanish right back at Arsenal? I can't even remember his name. Bellerin. He sent him flying. He made him look like a pussy, basically. So yeah, he's a player. When Spurs were linked with him at the time, I really wanted to get over the line, just purely because I did see him in a couple of the Irish youth games, and I knew how good he was. So yeah, I really do rate him. Leighton Evelyn, if Poch went to Arsenal, could you forgive him? No, and he'll never go. Look, I've never forgiven Sol Campbell either. It's just something I can't do. I couldn't do it, and I don't think Poch would do it either. Again, Poch is looking at a club that he's looking for a top club now, not another club that he has to rebuild. So personally, I don't think you're ever going to see it happen. Adam Phillip, Højbjerg over Partey any day. Partey didn't ever want to go there and held out. Yeah, look, his father came out in the press and said they were holding out for a Champions League team, and it never materialised, so they took Arsenal. So basically, they came out and they said they're setting for Arsenal, which is not a good indication for them. And maybe he sees Arsenal as a stopgap, maybe to another Premier League team. But look, there's only one party in North London right now, and it's us that's partying. So, yeah. Højbjerg is what Arsenal fans think party is Danish Izzo. Yeah, look, best Pierre in North London, like you say, Marcelo. Look, they honestly thought Party was going to come in and shore up the back line and transform the team. Look, this is a team, this is a fan base that celebrates 70 million Pepe, calling him class when he's done absolutely nothing in an Arsenal jersey for the price tag they paid. Højbjerg, the Danish Shizu, this guy just has everything about him. Like I said, he reads the game expertly. He's aggressive and he can play ball. This guy, he definitely is captain potential, if not vice captain of future Spurs squads. And another one from Marcelo. Nah, we don't need another Soulless Campbell situation. Poch loves Spurs and Arsenal are finished. Yeah, look, I don't think we're ever going to see a Sol Campbell situation again unless Arsenal are down in Championship. They might want a few of our players that just don't make the grade if they are down there. You never know. And like you said, Poch loves Spurs. He'll never go there. And Arsenal are finished. To me, they're trying to make a rivalry out of nothing. They're not even on our level anymore. You know, I can't get across enough my hatred for this club. I'm going to be absolutely gutted if we don't beat them. But personally, I think we're in for a very successful day that day, and you're going to see a very high scoreline. I'm not going to give my score prediction yet. I'm going to wait to what I see after the Chelsea game to do that. But we'll wait and see. Another thing, guys, if you could just give my video a like. Again, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Every bit of support is welcomed. I'm just going to take a few more live comments, guys, and then I'm going to sign off. I'm going to get ready for the Liverpool and Leicester match. Just hopefully it ends in a draw. With Thomas Nation here. Hopefully Leeds will smash Arsenal. Bielsa masterclass. I think today's game comes down to whether Bamford will hit the target or not. We know he's hit very hot and cold. Leeds are going to attack them. They're going to play a lot of. Leeds know only how to play one way. They're definitely going to be fitter than Arsenal. They're definitely going to run a lot more. And will Arsenal catch them on the counter? Look, the Leeds defense isn't the best, so there's going to be goals today. I just hope Leeds pulls it out of the bag and Bielsa has something up his sleeve. Another one from Thomas Nation. Do you think Poch will go Man United, bro? Personally, I think if Poch goes to United, it's self-sacrilege. Anyone that goes to United now, they're either going to enhance their reputation if they turn it around or ruin the reputation. Personally, if I was Mourinho, I wouldn't go until Pogba's out of United. But look, I'd love to see Pochettino in management. Like I said, I have no hard feelings towards the guy. It's only love. He's given me many great memories and many great days to be able to slag off rival fans and everything else. So personally, I'd love to see him back in football management. He's a great manager. So yeah, if he goes for it, I'm all, if he's willing to go for it, I'm all for it. Adam Phillip, I think Poch's next job is PSG. I'd love to see him go to PSG. Like I just said there, I'd love to see him at a top club. Marcelo, I think Chelsea and Liverpool will be our toughest test. Do you agree? Yes, fully agree. Look, like I said before, Chelsea turn up. They love playing us. They turn up against us, and Liverpool, no matter what we do there, we never seem to get a result, no matter how well we play. Ever since we thumped them that day at White Hart Lane, we just can't get the better of them. But look, if we can beat Chelsea next week and then beat Arsenal the week after, a lot comes down to that Liverpool game for me. And after this run of period of games, it really will dictate our season, especially that Liverpool game and the Chelsea game. So yeah, Marcelo, you're spot on again as usual. Leighton Evelyn, come on Leeds, yeah, fully agree. My Leeds jersey is on today. Thomas Nation, they are acting like Arteta is the second coming of Pep, but he is actually the Spanish David Moyes. Yeah, fully agree with you. I honestly struggle to see what the difference between him and Unai Emery is, to be honest with you. But look, I hope Arteta stays in charge, and I hope they keep backing Arteta, because the longer it is, the better for us. I even said it at, the last 3-4 years under Wenger. I hope he stays because they were never going to rebuild. So yeah, look, I hope he stays personally as a Spurs fan. And Thomas Nation, Calvin Phillips is back from injury. Yeah, look, I'm not sure what I think of Calvin Phillips. A lot of the English players seem to get hyped up and better than what they are. So we'll wait and see. And then I'll take one last comment here again, Thomas Nation. Emery played better football than Arteta. I don't know. Look, they're both boring to watch. They both failed to get the best out of players and get them G'd up for the games. They have a poor squad there. So look, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm signing off now. Thanks very much for the support again. Like I said, it's greatly appreciated. So if you could like the video, that'd be perfect. And also get your comments in below for your preview for the Chelsea game or the Ludogorets game on Thursday. And yeah, come on, you Spurs.